Sheesh, not Richard Lawson being all messy and giving us the details on why Mama Tina sold Solange out. I thought there was a clause in their divorce that prevented them from speaking about each other's families. Did that expire or something? Did the hush money run out? Or did Mama Tina do anything to raffle Richard's feathers? Well, allegedly, the main reason why Tina sold out Solange is because of what y'all have been saying over the years. She was too obsessed with Beyoncé's career and forgot that she had another daughter who was basically behind the success.
Solange wrote this. Beyonce could never write this. Hey.
Set the scene, 3,000 degrees. I ain't worried about them opening.
Free Solange. Solange is a monster. Solange wrote all Beyonce hot. Tina knows, be a better mother to your daughter. She a monster.
Never thought that we could become someone.
Solange is the true talent. That's probably because she the only one that ain't been prostituted.
I mean, Solange even became a teen mom because Tina was too busy running around Beyoncé and never really cared about what was happening with her. And maybe this was her cry for help, but even then, allegedly, Tina never cared. Well, if word on the street is anything to go by, Richard can confirm the rumors. Allegedly. Now, of course, Richard would know what was happening in that household, because he and Tina shared 8 years of marriage after exchanging vows on a yacht in Newport Beach, California in 2015, and for both of them, it marked the second marriage. And before things went south, they actually had the sweetest things to say about each other.
When I met Tina, re-met Tina, and we started hanging out, I felt a vibration because we vibrated on the same level. We talked about the same things. We had energy, we had a rhythm. We did things together, and it just was so natural that when her hand in mine was in mine, I felt a power, and I felt an energy, and I felt a vibration that made me feel so good and so proud to walk with her, to talk with her, to have every experience with her. And it was truly on a spiritual, vibrating level.
Unfortunately, they ended up getting a divorce, and according to court documents, the decision to end their marriage was caused by irreconcilable differences that arose between the parties, which led to the irremediable breakdown of the marriage, making it impossible for the parties to live together as husband and wife. Now, terms of the settlement also revealed that neither party would get spousal support, but Tina was ordered to give Richard a one-time payment of $300,000. Well, officially the divorce was because of irreconcilable differences, but there were other reasons that made rounds about why they really broke up. I mean, fans always saw the signs way before the separation. And when it comes to Tina and Richard, people first knew there would be trouble when Tina decided to keep the last name of her serial cheater ex-husband, Matthew Knowles. Baby, how do you keep the last name of somebody who made it his life mission to disrespect and embarrass you for years? Well, a lot of people may argue that it's because Tina played a huge role in making the Knowles name, but to others, she just never thought that Richard was worthy from the beginning, and that's why she didn't drop the Knowles name. And then there was how Tina talked about Richard in interviews that just made people give them a side eye.
I envisioned the type of man I wanted, I prayed for the type of man I wanted, and I got pretty much that. Is he perfect? Absolutely not, but you know, he has a lot of the qualities. He has a lot of the qualities that that I love, and we're having a really good time, and I'm enjoying life, so there is hope, women.
Honestly, it was just chaotic, and now all of a sudden I'm hearing that Richard has some things he needs to get off his chest. Yes, I know it's crazy, considering their divorce settlement actually had a non-disparagement clause that prohibits either of them from speaking negatively about the other or the other's family members. The clause stated, with respect to the mutual desire to protect the privacy rights of any and all present or future grandchildren of either party, the parties agree that they will not, when asked by any media or person, discuss said grandchildren or future grandchildren, whether verbally or in writing. I don't know why he would go against this, but from what the blogs are saying, Richard is talking about how Mama Tina always preferred Beyoncé over Solange because she was the one bringing in all the money. And you know what? From what people have been saying, Mama Tina was actually the one who caused the rift between Beyoncé and Solange because she was always obsessed with Beyoncé's career and forgot that she had another daughter, who, by the way, wrote most of Beyoncé's hits. See, the thing is, initially Beyoncé and Solange were so close, and these two would literally ride at dawn for each other. Like, B was always talking about how she protected Solange.
She's 5 years, but I'm very protective, and I always treated her like my baby. And one day she told us this little bully, this little guy in school, she was only about 9, was really me her. So me and my girls all showed up, and we surrounded him, and we're like, "You've been messing with my sister? I'm telling you, you've been warned, and tell him Destiny's Child is warning you." So we were real gangster.
Plus, we can't forget that time when footage surfaced of Jay-Z and Solange arguing in the elevator at the Standard Hotel in New York City during a Met Gala after-party as Beyoncé watched. And in surveillance video from the incident, Solange was seen hitting and kicking her brother-in-law. In fact, the bond was so tight that there was even a conspiracy theory that the two were so close because Beyoncé is actually Solange's mother and not her big sister. The theory, documented by BuzzFeed in 2013, suggested that B is actually older than she claims to be, as proven by a birth certificate dating back to 1974, allegedly produced by a nameless Texas civil servant. And another detail that was brought up by conspiracy theorists as proof was a statement Beyoncé's friend Gabrielle Union made in 2008 saying, "Beyoncé and I have been friends since we were teenagers." Gabby was born in 1972, so you do the maths. Anywho, anyone who has been keen over the last few years knows that Solo and B have not been as close. Solange did not even congratulate Beyoncé for her Grammy wins, especially considering she was recognized as the artist with the most Grammy wins in Grammy history. And Beyoncé, on the other hand, did not mention her in the speech, even though she literally thanked everyone else in the acceptance speech.
Thank God for protecting me. Thank you, God. I'd like to thank my Uncle Johnny, who's not here, but he's here in spirit. I'd like to thank my parents, my father, my mother, for loving me and pushing me. I'd like to thank my beautiful husband, my beautiful 3 children who are at home watching. I'd like to thank the queer community for your love and for inventing this genre. God bless you.
Well, y'all have always said that this drift probably has a lot to do with how Solange got tired of coming second to Beyoncé. And if word on the street is anything to go by, this is exactly what Richard has been confirming behind the scenes, especially about how Solange does not get enough recognition for the work she puts in behind the scenes for Beyoncé's career, even though Solange has always been the real star. And literally just the other day, people found out that Solange is the Destiny Child. So here's the thing. Mama Tina was giving a story about how she named Solange, and she said that she was looking for her great-grandmother's name from her dad's side because she has never really known that side of the family, and she found out that her mother's middle name was Solange. Like, when she was naming Solange, she had no idea that the name ran in her ancestry and only picked it up from her book that had baby names, only for her to realize much later that a couple of women from her ancestry were named Solange.
These are women that you didn't know.
Can you believe it was the ancestors speaking to me?
Oh my God.
And I called Solange and Beyonce immediately and sent it to them, and they were just in awe of it.
Lord,
and
yeah.
Solange called me back and she was like, "Mama, what kind of voodoo, Louisiana mess is this? Are you serious? Are you sure?" And I was like, "I'm positive."
Because you know she's walking around the house like,
how did that happen?
Are they here?
Can you believe it? It's crazy.
Anyway, apparently Richard has been spilling on how Tina was too engrossed with Beyoncé to even notice or realize anything about Solange. And by the way, he's also been allegedly spilling on all the lengths Tina went through just to make sure Bey's career was perfect. For instance, there was a time Farrah Franklin spilled during an episode of the Wendy Williams Experience that when they were on DC, all the other members had to tan so that they were significantly darker than Beyoncé. And guess who was making them tan so that they could be significantly darker than Beyoncé? Mama Tina.
Because what she did to Farrah is totally separate from the look that she possesses. Gorgeous woman.
Thank you.
However, I understand that she wanted you to, she was trying to downplay your naturally stunning looks while you were in the group. Did she have you dye your hair, or she wanted you to dye it something other than the stunning black that it is?
Yeah, my hair was red when I was in the group, actually. And I was
crown red, like the old Kelly red? What?
My hair was red. Yeah. My hair was red. I look a lot different than when I was in the group.
Damn sure do, because I don't even recognize you.
Yeah.
I know your name, but I don't know you.
This is how I would have looked naturally, like, but this is the group. That's how they wanted me to look.
What else would they do to ugly you up?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but I mean, I did have to tan a lot when I was
Tan a lot because they wanted Beyonce to be the lightest one.
I mean, Michelle, I, and Kelly tanned sometimes, so.
Apparently, Tina would also tell the other girls to go out in the sun and get sunbaked, but specifically said that Beyoncé should not participate in the sunbaking. And get this, other than making other girls tan so that Beyoncé could appear lighter than them, apparently, Tina also didn't want to work with the darker girls at all. For those who don't know, Ashley Tamar Davis was once part of DC, and a former voice coach is on record saying that Tina did not want to work with her because she was, quote, dark, big, and ugly.
And Celestine had a color issue. So this is what she said. Coming back to my apartment to tell me that I had made the right decision, she told me that it was just as well. And this is a direct quote. Ashley is talented, but she is so big. She towers over the other girls, and she is too dark and ugly.
Something else that has been said about Tina is that she allegedly forced Kelly Rowland to cut her hair because she could not have anyone have anything better than Beyoncé. I'm saying allegedly because the pixie was huge back in the day, so it's possible that it was Kelly's idea, but we've had people saying that she was forced to cut her hair by Tina. The pixie did work in Kelly's favor anyway because the look was kinda iconic, and a lot of people say that they can't be mad at that because Kelly looks amazing with short hair. But if you consider that she was probably forced to do it with the motive of not outshining Beyoncé, then that's something else. Well, right now, the tea is that Richard has been spilling on how Tina supposedly ran the house like a boot camp, and how he saw the real Solange. Apparently, he's hinting that the family's perfect vibe was actually just a really good PR job covering up some deep-seated drama. I mean, if he's saying all these, he's low-key ignoring that NDA, and maybe it's because there's something else going on behind the scenes. Usually, when someone starts acting this reckless, it's because something went down that we haven't even heard about yet. So, is he feeling some type of way about how he was phased out? Or is there a bigger truth he's trying to get ahead of? I mean, if he really did get that hush money bag, why would he risk the lawyers coming for his neck? Baby, there's something going on here, and we are probably gonna find out soon. But meanwhile, let me know what you think of how Tina treated Solange and Beyoncé, and whether she was responsible for their drift in the comments section below.